You are most welcome to the program Learn Twi with Opoku. This is going to be the part 2 of the previous lesson that we treated on twi conjunctions. In the first lesson, we read a passage and we treated the first half of the conjunctions in that passage. In this lesson, we will finish the rest of the conjunctions in the passage. But what was the passage? The passage was like this. Notwithstanding the numerous health benefits of fruits, many people tend not to eat fruits. Though educated people know this, however, they too tend to eat little or none. Immediately Kwame heard the news, there and then he started eating fruits. Even if he doesn't have appetite for it, he will eat. This was the passage. And we have treated these conjunctions, and they are notwithstanding, though, however, and to. We have treated 4 of them. So, what are the conjunctions that are left? We have or, immediately, there and then even if. Even if. So these are the rest that we have. So let's see how we can replace each of these conjunctions with the twi counterpart. This will help us to understand them easier than using any other method. But hey, if you have any other method, you can suggest. Your comments and suggestions are always welcome. So I'll be looking forward for your comments. Good. So in the passage, we said that educated people know this. However, they too consume little or none. Or none. So the conjunction that we are supposed to treat here is what? Or. In twi we will say ana. 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 So in the statement, they too consume little or none. We will say wanso di kakrabi ana kra. Wanso di kakrabi. They too consume little kakrabi. Ana or kra, that is what? None. So when we say or in twi we say ana. Memfamra ana memfansie. Should I bring it or I should keep it? Memfamra ana memfansie. Ana or memfansie. Or should I keep it? So you see, when we say ana, it means what? Or. So this is the first vocabulary as far as this video is concerned, or this lesson is concerned. Let's go back to the passage and see the next conjunction. The next conjunction can be found in the sentence or in the statement, immediately Kwame heard the news. Immediately is the next conjunction. In twi, how do we say immediately? We say intemwara. Intemwara. That means what? Immediately. Some people will also say intempa, or intemwa. You see, this is how it is written, ntem ara. But if you are conversing with Ghanaians, you will not hear any of them say ntem ara. But they will say ntemwa, ntemwa, ntemwa. So if you have been observant, you realize that the three words that contain re and ra, we normally ignore the re and then ra, and then pronounce the words, and then just elongate the vowel that comes before the re or the ra. For instance, in Twi we have obiara. This is how we write it, obiara, meaning everyone. But we say obia, obia. We don't say obiara. You will only see in book written obiara, but we say obia, obia. And then we can also say mereko. This is how we write it, mereko, but we say meko, meko. So in this case too, ntem ara, this is how we write it, but we will say ntemwa, 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 or ntempa, ntempa, ntemwa, ana, ntempa. Now you understand ana. So if I use it, you should be able to understand it. Ntemwa, ana, ntempa. They all mean the same thing. Ntemwa means what? Immediately. And then ntempa also means what? Immediately. So you can say ntemwa or ntempa or shasie di nuaba. Ntempa or shasie di nuaba. Immediately he started eating fruits. He started eating fruits. So we have immediately, ntemwa or ntempa. Good. So what have we learned? We have learned or, which means ana, and then immediately, which means ntempa. But if you look at the statement said that immediately Kwame heard the news, there and then he started eating fruits. There and then, in Twi we will say ehwa, ehwa. There and then, ehwa. Look at the spelling. It's eho ara, but we say ehwa, ehwa. Ufrasie di nuaba. Ehwa ufrasie di nuaba. There and then he started eating fruits. So when we say there and then, in Twi we will say ehwa, ehwa. Some people will also say amunumuhwa, amunumuhwa. That means what? There and then. Amunumuhwa. Or ehwa, ehwa, ehwa ufrasie di nuaba. Amunumuhwa ufrasie di nuaba. So when we say there and then, that means ehwa or amunumuhwa. This is different from immediately. Immediately is what? Ntemwara. Ntemwa, ntemwa. That is immediately. Or ntempa, immediately. But there and then we say ehwa, ehwa, or amunumuhwa. I hope this is quite clear. Good. The next statement was that even if he doesn't have appetite for it, he will eat. Even if. Do you remember in the previous lesson, we learned this conjunction. That was what? But if. But if. Do you remember the explanation that we gave to it? we said nanso for the but. Nanso for but. What about the if? We said se. Nanso se. Can you use a bit of this knowledge to find the appropriate conjunction for this particular conjunction, which is even if? Even if. I'll help you with even, and then I want you to add the if to it. We treat the even, we will say mpo, 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 even, mpo. Good. So, what about the if? Can you try and add it to the mpo? Yeah. That one too, you will say se. Se. So, we will say what? Mpo se. Mpo se. Meaning, even if. Even if. That is what? Mpo se. Mpo se. Yeah. So, mpo se. Mekong no mpo a obedi. Even if he doesn't have appetite for it. When you have appetite for something, we say mekong or mekong. This is my neck. Kong means what? Neck. Mekong do adekodieno. It's like literally you are saying my neck loves that. But the actual meaning is what? I have appetite for something. I long for it. I'm yearning for it. I have appetite for it. Mekong do. Mekong do. I have appetite for something. Good. So, the conjunction here is what? Even if. And the tree for even if is what? Mpo se. Mpo se. Mpo se. That means even if. Meaning, even if he doesn't have appetite for it, he will eat. Mpo se ne kon na obedi. So what have we learned here? We have learned or, which means ana in tree. We have also learned immediately, which means ntempa in tree. Ntempa in tree. And then we have also learned there and then, which means amunumuhwa or ehwa in tree. Ehwa, there and then. And finally, we also learned even if, which means mpo se in tree. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and if you really did, please pass out a comment or subscribe to the channel, or you can also share the video. Help this channel to grow so that all of us will be able to promote the tree language. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.